Good morning, everyone. I'm Brooke with Creative Heart with Brooke, and I'm going to be your first presenter this morning for the event, Time to Grow. So once you jump on, let me know you're on here. Right now I'm on early to get shared into the group. And we are going to be working on a cute daisy project this morning. So I'm gonna push this back. There we go. All right, so let me get myself pulled up over here. It hasn't found me yet. There we are. Perfect. Okay. So again, I'm going to, hello Karen with Shop Paradise Creations. How are you this morning? I have on a pair of new pants and there is something, I keep looking, but there's something scratching me in the waist and I can't find it because when I rub my finger across the band, I don't feel anything, but it's driving me insane. Get my cords over here. Get my frame we're going to use today out. Hello, little girlie. How are you doing? What do you want? Oh, can you say open? Look, say open. Willow, tell me, say open. Look at, watch me. Watch. Open. Open. You want the eggs open? Hey, open. Here you go. There's your eggs. Alrighty. Let me, alright, thank you for getting me shared in. Again, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes because I am on just a few minutes earlier. And we'll get started. My throat is so scratchy from the pollen. Ugh, it's so like driving me nuts. It's like I have like this just in my throat. Hello, Faded Fence, Trisha. My chair. Alrighty. Good morning, good morning. So it is rather chilly here the past 2 days, so I was gonna put on my shorts again, but it's too chilly today, so I put on my blue jean, I have on my blue jeans today because yesterday I was a little chilly when I wore my capri pants. So tomorrow I think we're supposed to get back up in the warmer temperatures. So hello, Ollie. All right, so as I said, today's group event is Time to Grow, and today is March the 25th, and like I said, I am your first creator for the event. Up after me is going to be Trisha with, shoot, hopefully that didn't knock me off. I got a call coming in. Hello, Carolina Elegant Designs. Let me get back to my thing here. All right, let me get it pulled back up. I was reading my thing here. All right, I'll just start all over since we got cut off. Today's event is Time to Grow. It's March 25th. I am your first creator for the event. I'm Brooke with Creative Heart with Brooke, and up after me is Trisha with Truly Trisha's Designs. She's our spotlight designer for the event. If you aren't following, my chair thing keeps popping out. If you aren't following the two groups that are down below in the description, you can check those out. And we'll go ahead and get started. So if you're new to my page, welcome. And let me pull this up over here. Thank you for sprinkling, Trisha. All right, I think I got everybody. All right, so I'm going to be using this frame. This is one of my Magnolia Design Company frames. I used to be an affiliate for them, but I'm no longer. So I have like a lot of supplies and stencils, you know, that I've had forever. So I thought I would use one of my frames. This is one of the chalkboard frames that we're gonna make our project on, and I think I'm gonna do it. Let me see how much I have it stencil out. I was gonna use the words. Let me see. Yeah, so I would need to do it that way because I think this way is not long enough. All right, let me make sure that my hanging things are the right way. So that's for the top. Well, that's crazy. This one is not lined up right, but anyways, we will have it like that. So, let me push them down flush. So I'm going to be using some of my biscuits that I used last week that Ollie purchased from the event that we did for Donna to raise money for her. So I'm going to be using those same little things, and we're going to make some daisies with them a different way on here because I'm going to do these white, and I just think that they turn out so cute. And I was going to do one for the spring since it's now spring, warmer temperatures. I had some other stencils out. I think I'm going to just use that one that I originally, yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, so what we're going to do first is this is the frame I'm using, but I'm going to paint the little biscuits first like we did the last time because they take such longer time to paint. So we're gonna do, I have some white already left over, so we don't have to do that many white. So we're gonna get some white in here. I'm gonna get some more. I still have some of those pink ones that I did. So we're gonna do 2. So I'm just gonna get enough out. I'm just gonna grab some out. Okie doke. So these are, oh, that one already had the hot glue on it. Well, we won't use this one because I don't think it'll, I think it'll be raised up further than the other ones. All right, so those are white. We're gonna go ahead and finish or touch up those, and then we'll do the new ones. So I'm just using the Waverly. I'm gonna add a little bit of water just because it helps it spread more since it's so thick. This is just the Waverly white. We're just going to touch these up where I didn't get them completely covered from the last time. Oh gosh. I'm telling you. This pollen is like messing my throat up. Like I don't have any nasal stuff, it's just the throat. I've been drinking like hot tea in the morning to help with that, just that grossness that I feel in my throat. So, all right, so those are good. So let's get some more here. Again, I'm just going to put a little bit of a little bit of water just to help that cover. Actually, it's making it go quicker since the paint, you know, the chalk paint is a little bit thicker. So, that water is helping it spread better. We've been working on potty training this week, and normally I have her little potty training panties that they have out, and I put on her pull-up just because I was doing this and I can't stop to run her to the bathroom, so hopefully she'll stay dry with her pull-up on too. She has a lot of nasal stuff going on from the pollen. little nose has been running clear. And then she got to swing on her swing set last night. We're still not finished. We're working on the hut part, but the swing part is finished. So we hung up her little pink swing. I think it's Fisher Price, whatever, the one that they have had out forever. But we attached it on there, and then of course we have the regular swings that go on there. And you know, she's too little to sit on those, but it has like a little monkey bar swinging thing. So we didn't put that one on because she's not old enough for that yet. And we just replaced it with her little pink swing. So she's got to swing a little bit last night while we were working on the hut part. It's 3 stories, so like I said yesterday, we moved a little bit along in the steps, so we're on step 61 now out of 127, so we're slowly making some progress. We did get it leveled up last night, so that is over with, the leveling. We're going to put some mulch underneath that part so that it's not just the dirt. So I'm gonna get some mulch to cover that up with. But she liked swinging last night on her little swing. Last year we just had it, her little swing, we threw a rope around the tree limb to hang up her swing. So now it's swinging the way it should be swinging, so. Alright, let's see. I'll do some more, since we're gonna do 2. Catch up on the comments in just a minute. I'm just going to try to get these coated quickly. It's going a whole lot faster since we watered that down some. Alright, let's stick some over here. What is it, Willow? Alrighty. Might be stubborn there. Alright, so let's catch up real quick. Oh, thank you. You love the stencil. Yeah, it's a pretty stencil, and it says "Grow Happy Thoughts." So I've never even used that one. Like, I bought all the some stencils I would buy and then didn't use. So, good morning, Crafty Kitty. Good morning, Truly Trisha's Designs. She's gonna be up after me. Hello, Tish. Thanks. I got this from Temu. Last year, I think. We're going to give these a good dry too with the heat gun. And the chalk paint, you know, usually dries pretty quick, so I don't think it should take too much. actually has my paintbrushes over here playing with them, so it's keeping her entertained. I had on her little show she likes to watch, but she wants to be in here in the paintbrushes. Okay, I think, let's see, one. Okay, we're gonna do 2 green, one for each thing, so we can lay those 2 right there. Those are gonna be like for the little stems. All right, I think after this one we should be good. Okay, let me flip that one. Oh, no, okay, no. We can't dip in the paintbrush. No. No, ma'am. Here, hop down. No, hop down. You're gonna have to get down. You're gonna have to get down, Flossie. Okay. Let's throw that one in the water. Willow, knock it off. Okay, let me get these dry, and we'll flip them. Put it down. No, ma'am. Over here, we're going to get the green ones, the leaves for the stems. Alright, so let's do these green. I'm going to be using the scallion color. No, ma'am. No. No. Okay. Wiping white off my tips and my fingers there. Okay, I need another paintbrush. So let's see. She took all my wider ones over here. Let me grab these. Okay, there's my one. Okay, let me throw these back in here. I will paint these other ones green. Okay. Let's get these. This is the scallion. color. We're gonna paint the middle part, that yellow again that I used last week, called Maize. No. Get down. Get down. I'm gonna dry these before I flip them. No, ma'am. No. Get down right now. No. 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 All right. Let's get this side done. Stop. No. Quit, Willow. No, ma'am. You can scream all you want to, but you're not getting. No, you're not getting the water. No, ma'am. Get off the table now. Get off. Get down. We're gonna dry these down on that side. Nope. You're not getting these either. No, those are wet. All right, get down right now. Down. Down. Now, you're going to get down and you're going to go in there and play with your toys that I have out. Go. Okie doke. Alright, let me get these dried good before we move them. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Lori, for sprinkling. Thank you, Ruby. All right, let's see here. Now we need to do the yellow on the middle part. So this is the same color. This is the Waverly Maize that I used last week. forgot to bring to the table. My glue gun. Alright, so let's look at our next one. This is our last one, so alright, let me go around the edge there. Give this one another little coat. I see a little bit of bare spot there on the top, so we're gonna get that covered up. All right, we're gonna give this a coat. I'm gonna dry, not a coat, dry. Okay, let's get this dried. Oh gosh. Glue gun. I didn't bring it in here. Before I even jumped on, I'm like, I think I have everything, and then there's always that one thing that I forget to get. So, and that is the glue gun today. Let me go grab that while these are drying a little bit more. Let that heat up there. I'm going to grab our frame and get it laid out how we want it to look. Put the lid back on here. Okay, I'm going to throw these back in the thing because we don't need them. Just to get them out of the way. Alright, I'm going to slide this way. We're going to pull the frame over. Ooh. Let me get the thing to lay. We're going to pull the frame over and start working on our flowers. Let me put this over here. She can't get to it. Alright, so what I do first is I take the middle parts. I'm going to dry this bottom here. Put that a little bit on the paint. I'm going to put one here. And I'm just going to lay them out first to see how I want it to look. So we may do a full one all the way around, and then do a half of one. No, ma'am. I have to move that one down. All right, had my sharp skewer thing for the meat, so I had to grab that from her. All right, I'm gonna pull this down. So I'm gonna see about doing one all the way around. It may be too... I'm thinking I might change and turn my frame this way, longways. And I can still make the stencil work because I can move it around. Need help? Squeeze it from the bottom. Squeeze. Here, hold it. Squeeze from the bottom. Yeah, I think that works better, turning it this way, because I can get all of the things, which I may need to paint some more white ones. I just want to see what it looks like with the full daisy. But I kind of like the half daisies. That kind of... Here, take your thing. You got it? Here. Let me see here. Here's the full daisy. And then what I do with my other one, I'm gonna do the half here, which I would need a few more of the white. Which it shouldn't take that long to paint. A few more of the white. But I like that full daisy on the top. Let me see how many more I would need. And we'll get those out. Okay. So I think that much, and we can push this one up just a little bit. There we go. So just 3 more that I would need. So we'll do that. We'll paint these real quick, and then we'll get those attached. Let me turn this back over here. We'll paint these really quick. Let me get the paintbrush a little dry there. Alright, let me catch up on my thing, my iPad. I'm seeing different names on here. Hello, Vicky. Welcome, T's Crafty Ranch. Hello, Katrina. Creations by J&J. Hello, ladies. Alright, now it's coming. Hey, Teresa. It's taking its time. Get these 3. These little things just make great little flowers. Like, they also do well for the little leaves. Like, they just do very well, like making these cute little flowers. So that's why I wanted to do the daisies today. Because I like the daisies. I think they're cute. They just have that happy, I don't know, they just seem to give you that feel of happiness. So that's why I chose that Grow Happy Thoughts stencil to go along with it. We dry those good. And get those placed with the others. This back over. I'm gonna get these glued, start gluing these down. So what I'm gonna do is kind of see where this one needs to go. And I'm going to glue the middle first. No ma'am, get down. All right, and I'm gonna start with this one that's at the very top and push it as close as I can to that middle. What do you got, Willie? All right, and then we're just gonna work our way around. I'm not putting that much glue on the petals just because it will hold, hold well. She got that thing again. Oh my gosh, she's driving me crazy. No ma'am, you cannot have that. That is dangerous. Stop. No ma'am. Okay. I threw it on top of the refrigerator this time. I don't know why she likes that thing. No, that is not a toy, Willow. Not a toy. All the way around, just placing our little petals here. Still have enough time to finish. Even chasing after her, I guess. Okay, so there's our first one. All right, so now let's get the second one. Willow, get down, please. She has my work schedule. Alright, so now there they are on our board, on our frame here. So there's the daisies on there. We're going to do the stems. What did I do with my, here they are. So this is just that wired jute cord from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to do the same like I did last week with the, we're just going to make it kind of go down through the, I have to get my scissors here. Here. Let this one go all the way down to right there. I'm just gonna barely put some, cord. Barely put a little bit of glue. Good morning, Magnolia, on Madison's Creations. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to put a little dab of glue here on the stem, right here. I just don't want it to come out the side. Take our leaves and just make them stick out from the side. Here. The longer one. All right, bring this one down to right here. Yeah. All right, so let's get a little bit of the glue on the end there. And then we're going to take the next petals for the leaf, or not petals, the leaves, rather. And then so these remind me, I did some sunflower ones with bottle caps. Gosh, it's been probably like 3 years ago I did those. I put them on old barn wood, and they turned out really cute. All right, so now we're gonna get our stencil. I'm gonna use it, I think I can get it, in fact, I think I can do grow at the top. And here's what I'm gonna do. Let me turn my battery off on that, and we'll, well, if I can get this off. So with this, I'm just gonna fuzz the bottom part really good on my pants here. So this is a Magnolia Design Company stencil. I used to be an affiliate. So this was just a stencil that I had purchased that I never used. But with these stencils, you can place them any way you want on your surfaces. So just because it's how it is on the stencil doesn't necessarily mean you have to use it that way on the stencil. So, ooh, I just stuck that one together. Didn't mean to do that. Let me go pull this apart here a little bit. Grow up here. I'm going to stick it right there. Let me get my squeegee, and I'm just going to use some of my chalk paint, and I'm going to wash it off as soon as I get done with it, because I did not have any more of my chalk paste. It all dried up, because if you don't use it, it will dry up. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this, and so you can use any type of paint with these. You just have to wash them out quickly, because if it's not the paste, it usually will clog the pores of the stencil. So that's why I'm saying you have to wash it off like really fast. And I just make sure that the stencil is flush on the surface. I'm just gonna go slow. And like I said, I'm gonna go wash that out, and then we'll do the other. See how nicely that goes down on the thing? I wanna wash this real quick. Okay, so I got that washed. And so it doesn't take very long for these to dry after you wash them. So let me just kind of pat dry this a little bit. And we'll do hacking next. But I'm going to turn it around so you can see. So there's grow on there. See how nice that did at the very top? So we're going to leave that there. Dust off of there. Okay, so now for the thoughts, I'm just going to make sure I got all my fuzz off of here. And that's the best thing about these stencils is that you can just wash them off, let them dry, sticky side up, and then you are ready to use them for your next project. So it doesn't take very long for them to dry. So I'm going to press down the word happy. We're going to put thoughts down here. And I don't know why I said pores earlier, but it clogs the screen print, the screen part in the stencil. I'm thinking about faces, I guess, but it just clogs that screen if you don't get it completely washed right after you use it, especially when you don't use the actual chalk paste. Okay. Again, I'm going to go slowly over what I want to be stenciled there. Okay, I'm going to pull up slowly just to make sure I got everything. I did. All right, so let me go wash that one. And I'm going to turn it so you can see it while I go wash this out. Oops, so there's happy on there. And our last one is going to be thoughts. So it's grow happy thoughts. So I'm going to flip it back around. And I'm going to give that a dry with the heat gun before I place the stencil back over. That way, just in case that part of the letters aren't completely dry, it won't come off when I place this one on there. So, okay, let me get this nice and dry. We're gonna stick. Okay, we still got some time here. Just get some of that fuzz off. Okay. I'm going to place thoughts. I'm going to see where it needs to line up. Perfect. Okay, again, I'm just pressing down gently, making sure there's no bubbles, like the air pockets, nothing, you know, hindering the screen. And same process, we just go over it gently. Now go throw it in the sink and wash it off quickly. All right. Pull that up gently. Oh, missed a little area on the S. That's why when you pull up gently, you can just lay it back down and cover it back up. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to turn that around while you can look at it while I go wash this off, and then we'll be almost finished. put some of that, let me turn my glue gun back on because I might put some of that moss stuff down here on the bottom. Let me just get these dry really good. So let me get some of that moss stuff. We're gonna put it on the bottom. So that's what it looks like so far. Thank you guys for the hearts. This turned out very cute. Let me throw that in there. Let me just kind of clean up this little area so that we don't get any paint. So we don't need it. Wipe my squeegee off there. Get this. Okay. All right, so let me grab that over here. Stuff here to stick in there. Let me just kind of move these out of the way. Let me go up here. Thank you, Allison. It did turn out adorable. Thank you, Amanda. Good morning, Sam. Hello, welcome. Rustic Sunflower Daisy by Kelly. Good morning. Okay, so I think I got caught up. Let's see on there. All right, so we're gonna put this green mossy stuff down here on the bottom. All right, and I'm just gonna try to do it without making a big mess because this stuff is so, I'm going to stand it up real quick just so I can see where I need to put the moss on top of the glue. And then I will flip it back around. Just give me few minutes, I guess. Give me a few minutes. We're almost to the end. Okay. This green mossy stuff is not as bad as that other moss, so it's not that big of a mess. But I wanted to cover up those stems because I didn't want them showing at the bottom. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is the same as I did the last time with my petals in the middle, is we're going to add a little bit of that Mod Podge that has this glitter in it. And then we'll be done. So what I do is I just go over the petals with the glitter, just to give it some shimmer to it. Everything looks good with sparkles. And I don't know if Ollie, did you get your, I haven't checked my tracking, but I was wondering if you had received your item that I shipped you last week. Okay, and while I'm finishing this up, so tomorrow, Thursday, I am actually having a live sale at 5:30, and that's Eastern Standard Time. So if you join me at 5:30 on my page tomorrow, I'm going to have a lot of spring, summer, and everyday decor, a few like craft supplies as well. So if you want, you can come out and join me and see what I have. But my sale starts at 5:30 tomorrow. I do have a few things on my website that I'll have on the sale. I just don't have everything on there. And I haven't put my flyer up for today, but I have one up that I've had since Monday. But if anybody would like to share that for me, I would appreciate that as well. But I've got to make my flyer for today. I was trying to do like keeping a different flyer each day, just for a reminder for my sale. So. Just about done. I'm finishing up just in time. All right, Willow, what are you doing? All right, let me give this a little bit of a quick dry. I'm going to flip it around so you all can see it. So this is our final finished cute daisy picture that says grow happy thoughts. So there it is, guys. It turned out very cute. That sparkle, once it dries, I can see it, but it's hard. It's probably very hard for you to see. But it's got that glitter on there on the petals. But yeah, it turned out very cute. So that's going to look cute sitting out with my stuff in there for the spring. I did last week finally get up my little Easter tree and Easter decorations. So that's all up in the living room. All right, guys. So up after me, remember, is Tracy's or Trisha's Truly Trisha's Designs. That's how. And she's the spotlight creator for the event. So you're gonna hop on over and watch her, and I'll be popping in and out through the day. We have speech today, so I'll have to do it. I'll catch some replays throughout the day and this evening. But everyone have a great rest of your Wednesday. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Like I said, 5:30 is my sale. And again, have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.